Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our free necklace night. I am Jennifer Keller. I'm an executive company vice president with Park Lane. I'm here with senior division leader Sheremy Rouse, and we are so excited about tonight. We are going to do something a little bit different. So we do these free necklace nights every Sunday where we share a little bit about Park Lane, and we thought for tonight, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's give away a lot more prizes and just have some fun, share some of the jewelry. So if you are into winning some prizes, give us some thumbs up in the comments. We want to make sure that you want to win. And if you're new and you haven't attended one of these before, you might be thinking, well, I thought this was a jewelry company. Why do those girls not have any jewelry on? And we want to build the scene for you because many of the stylists on our team, myself included, did not wear jewelry before we started selling jewelry. And now, of course, I can't believe what a difference it makes. So we didn't even plan this, but I'm in black, she's in white. And we're going to talk first about our base layer. So I've got on the black shirt, and I will tell you, I'll just confess, I have worn this black shirt 3 times this week. 3 times, but I've changed up the jewelry because that's what you can do you can wear that same black t-shirt every day, change up your jewelry, change your shoes. No one will even know. So Sheremy, what do you got on?
So I just have on a basic Target tank, nothing like there's like $8, but I love it because it's easy to just throw under, a cardigan. And here in Oklahoma, we're in kind of like a rainy season, so it may be a little chilly in the morning. Like I probably won't wear this in the mornings, so I can throw something on. It can be something underneath it, so it's just a good neutral kind of everyday staple piece.
Love it, love it, love it. What are you going to add to it? What are you going to do next?
So we said our fashion formula is like our base layer. So that's number one. Then number two is this is where you can add in your piece of fashion or fun. So for me, my goal for 2025 is to wear lots of color because I will gravitate towards the black shirt, the white shirt. And so this is an oversized little cardigan that I love it's kind of that in between lightweight, but it's one that you can button up. And so it just instantly makes me smile with all the fun colors. So this is my number 2. What's yours going to be?
Well, I love that you're adding the color. So for me, I'm kind of with Sheremy where I don't always do a second layer, and I live in Southern California. And what we have coming up is we call it May Gray and June Gloom. And that's where the sun does not come out till like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, and I know some of you other girls will, laugh at me because if it gets to down to like 60, I'm like, ooh, we better put a jacket on. So this is my tried and true jean jacket. And I don't know about you, but I have had a jean jacket, not the same one, but a variation of the same one since high school. Like this never goes out of style. If you agree, let us know in the comments. If you also have a jean jacket that you just, you can just grab. I actually wore this exact thing to dinner last night. And it just kind of
gives a good staple. It's a good staple to have.
I know. I'm thinking I need one in white too, but right now I'm going to go with the denim. So I got my step 2, and then tell them about step 3.
Okay, step 3 is the most important thing. It is your jewelry. Okay, so it takes your jeans and a t-shirt, it elevates the style instantly. And so it's not that our outfits are necessarily bad right now, but there's not any style, and that's what we're going to use. So let's start with our earrings. So I'm going to grab my favorite. Where are they? They are the Monaco set. Are you doing the same ones?
Well, now I'm not. You keep going.
Okay.
I got backups.
I'll wear the big ones. You can wear the medium. So these are the Monaco, and I have a 15-year-old daughter at the with me, and my youngest daughter, she's in the know about all the things. So I was wearing these earrings, and we were in the car, and she was like, "Mom, your earrings are going viral because that teardrop, shape." And I was like, "Well, I know, and the reason is because they're a designer inspired piece." And so I have on the large ones. What did you do, the medium or the small?
I did the medium. These are kind of my go-tos, kind of on a regular basis.
Me too. And then here's the small ones. And so I love that we could spend hundreds of dollars on the designer ones for these, but at Park Lane, we can get all 3 for like less than $60.
That's pretty funny. And we did not check with each other. So there's always a chance that we're going to put on the exact same jewelry. We should have talked about that, but I'm going to go first just so she has to change. Okay, now the reason I went with the medium ones is I wanted to go with a little bit of a smaller earring because I'm going to add more of a statement necklace. So this is our sunset necklace that is designer inspired. Actually, it's designer inspired by Rob Lowe's wife. Just a fun fact. It's got the three layers to it. And what I love about it is over a black shirt, I can make a statement like this, but there's been many times that I've taken this piece off. I've just worn the little heart. So there's lots of things that you can do with this one. So that's my statement piece. So I want a little bit smaller earrings to balance it. How about you, Shermy?
So I'm going to be just walking bold color, and I'm going to do color too, but I'm going to do it in our sky necklace. I'm going to go with kind of like a monochromatic kind of look with my blue and my green. But I absolutely love this necklace because I could pop my cardigan off like when the summer, when it gets really too hot, and just throw it on with my tank top, and it would take my little $8 Target necklace or tank top and really just jazz it up a little bit.
That one is so pretty. And if you guys haven't seen yet, that necklace now comes in nude color. I happen to have that right here. So there's
Yes.
2 color options. I love it. Okay, moving on. I'm going to go on to my arm party. And this has been my go-to for a couple weeks where I'm going to take 2 of our embraceable bracelets in gold. And then I like to put right in the middle the one I want to highlight. So I do this with multiple pieces. This is our Asher bracelet, and which honestly I cannot believe has not sold out yet, but as of this morning was still available. And I'm just going to stack those 3 together. I like my arm parties in odd numbers, so it makes me feel confident to have a good arm party. What do you got?
Okay, so I'm going to, I call this the Embraceable's big sister. So it's the Wilder. Yeah.
Mhm,
And then I love the gem bracelet and
mhm.
it's stretch. I call a stretch bracelet a no man bracelet because we don't need no man to help us put it on. Like we can just grab it. And then I'm a sucker for this tart bracelet, this little cherry on it, because we're seeing that everywhere in fashion. And since I'm going to go colorful today, I'm just going to add that and just do like a little eclectic arm party.
I love it. And you see, she's got 3 on too. See, we like them in odd numbers. And then finally, last but not least, you want a good ring on your right hand. We call them check writing rings, statement rings, cocktail rings. But I always tell the guests at my party that you want it big because the left hand says I love you and the right hand says I love me. And we're just going for some balance. So I have on our cutesy and our moonflower ring, and I am complete.
There you go. I'm going to do a ring stack because I'm really into stacking right now. So
Mhm.
I'm going to do the Flora. I love the little quatrefoil designs. And then I'm going to pop on top of it. This is my go-to ring lately. It's the Chosen. And I'll just pop it on right on and do like a little fun little ring stack.
That looks great. And I'm also going to add your nails look amazing.
Oh, thank you. See, look, I'm color, color.
You are definitely reaching that goal of adding color for 2025. So what do you think? Let us know with some thumbs up or some hearts. Do we look a little better? Because I feel a little better. And I'm kind of a believer that when you look good, you feel good, you do good. And sometimes it really does just start with, a pair of earrings and a cute necklace. So hopefully you agree with that. But we thought for tonight, as we share a little bit about Park Lane, that we're going to do it a little different. We're going to have fun. We're going to play a little game, and we're going to give away a ton of prizes. So here's how it works. Sometimes at our parties, we do this. We call this the ticket game. And we're going to call out some letters. And what you want to do is type in the comments some place that you could wear Park Lane jewelry or an occasion that you would go to where you would have your Park Lane jewelry on that starts with that letter. All right, everybody got that? I'm sure you're going to catch on as soon as the first person starts typing stuff in. So let's start with letter F. F as in Frank. And with that letter F, Sherman, I'm going to let you start and take that one.
Okay, so F stands for family run business. So one of the things that I love about Park Lane, and I've been in for 4 years, so I've been able to see this. It's not just a tale that I've heard, but Park Lane has started with a young couple that, wanted women to be able to make, add income to their families or however they saw fit. And now, those that has now passed down to their children. And then so the boys are running the company, and their children are playing an integral part in the company. And so we get to see that, like when we are on our fun trips that we'll get to tell you about, you see the family up there. It's not just something that they say to make us feel good, but what I love that it's family run is that I know that they have, what am I trying to say? Like they have a stake. It's not just more than a job. This is their legacy. And I know that right now in our space, we're hearing lots of businesses changing how they're doing their models. And with Park Lane, our CEO has assured us, I would say multiple times, and I know Jen has had actual very, close conversations in that, but it's like he's assured us like nothing's changing with Park Lane. Like there we don't have to worry. I know that like I choose to do this as a full-time job. Like I don't have to sit on the edge of my seat all the time wondering like is something going to change. So I'm thankful that it's not just one person that's invested in Park Lane, but it's their whole family, and they're looking to the next generation to help keep this going for our next generation. So that's what I love about it.
I love that too, because I think, like she said, with all the turbulence that's been going on with direct sales in the past year, it is very reassuring to hear from our CEO very publicly and on repeat that we will not go affiliate, that we are not changing our model. They just announced a couple of weeks ago that they are not going to increase their prices, even with all the tariffs coming. And so it gives you a lot of confidence that, this is a company that I want to partner with. And both Jeremy and I have been in this industry for years. I've been in for 25 years. And when our previous company closed, I was very picky about who I was going to partner with next. I did not make a quick decision. I did my research, and I have so much confidence in Park Lane and their future. So I love that about them. Okay, next letter. Letter D. I think D is a little bit easier than F, but letter D. And so I'm going to tell you what the D stands for. It stands for our deals. So I'm guessing some of you have been a customer with Park Lane before, so you know about how this works. And I think their customer sale is the best thing ever. So what it is that when a customer purchases 2 items at full price, she can get 4 items at half price. And the 2 at full price are always the least expensive. And one of my favorite things about that sale is when I share it with customers, they're not expecting that. Like I shopped during the holidays, nobody was offering that deal. So immediately it starts building trust with that customer of, wow, she really wants the best deal for me. And there have been many times, and I'm sure Jeremy has the same experience, where a customer will come up and give me her wish list, her order, and I will say, hey, this is great, but if you want to grab another pair of earrings, like our cute little whispers here for $28, you will actually save money and get more jewelry. So it just builds that connection with them. And then on top of that, typically when a customer purchases 90, she can go back and get any piece at any price for 35. So for example, that sky necklace that Jeremy just had on, this is a $188 necklace. I would never let someone spend that. My customers know that they're going to be able to grab this piece for $35. So that sale is just brilliant. Now, Jeremy, it looks like you've done a little mixing it up here. What do you got going on now?
So when you're talking about the deals, I was like, oh my gosh, these would be great. Like, here's kind of how to see it in real life. So you have on the embraceable and the gold. So I added it in the silver. These are great, like what I would say like half price unlockers. And then I like a little sparkle. So I added the Queenie earrings. And this has been my go-to, the Lynx to mix your metals. But this would be an amazing half price item because it would be, gosh, I think less than $40. You have that. And then I did a fun, I told you I'm in the ring stack. So I added one from the Paradigm, and then I added the Promise. So good bands. And I know a lot of ladies have the Aura ring, that they're wearing. And that Promise ring is so fun to stack with like your health, like your Aura ring or whatever, fitness ring that you're wearing. I have a lot of ladies do that. So I'm going with mixed metals today.
I
Look at
love
you.
Looks so good. I'm still working on my look. So why don't you tell them about letter B?
Okay, that's bookings, right?
Yes. Well, put a B. Don't forget to tell them. Put somewhere in the comments that place that you can wear your jewelry that starts with a B.
Let it be. Okay, sorry. We clearly didn't. We're doing this live. Okay, so B, yes. Tell us, where would you wear your jewelry? What starts with the letter B? I probably would wear it to a ball game. You know, like if you're going to. I'm a sports mom. Except soccer field, but ball field, soccer field, whatever. So there you go. Now B stands for after your deals. Like if you are familiar with our customer sale, but sometimes your eyes get big, you know, and maybe there's more on your wish list than you can get. And we want you to think about having an event with your stylist that invited you tonight, because it's really, our hostess program is the ultimate girl math. Okay, like you get your girlfriends to come and share the sale with them, and then you get rewarded with free jewelry for every order that you get. And then and so here's the kicker, you just need 10 girlfriends to shop. And no matter how much they order, and you get $400 in free jewelry automatically right there. And it just goes on up. Plus, you get to shop at half price and you get that bonus item too. So, our Hostess Rewards program is amazing. And what's drew me to actually to join Park Lane, because I was like, oh, that's really good.
I know. I love that too. And, I have hostesses now. I have some that are on like their 8th, 9th, 10th parties with me. A lot of them will keep having parties year after year. And with kind of how our business has evolved, I do probably 50% of my parties in person. And I tell the girls, I know I'm just your excuse for you girls to get together, and I'm good with that. And then I do the other 50% through Facebook, which I love that part too, because like today, or tonight rather, I'm going to finish up with Jeremy, turn the lights off and go downstairs. That's easy too. So there's so many different ways that you can have a party, host a party. So, and of course get tons of free jewelry. So I switched up my look here and I added our mini. This is one of my favorites. I have sold so many of these. My mom wears it. Her best friend wears it. And it's just an oversized puffed heart. I feel like I'm a little long on it. But, I'll just add that with Park Lane, all of our necklaces have a 3-inch extender. So you can pull that up if you want to. So mini, and I left on the Monaco, but look at these bracelets. These are our
that looks
bracelets.
good.
Oh, and I'm a believer, if 1 is good, 2 is better, but 3, that's it. So I usually stack 3 of these together. I didn't change up my rings, but I love that whole black and gold. I think black and gold together just makes everything seem a little more upscale, a little more classy. So that's what I got. All right, we are going to move on to the next letter, and the next letter is letter C. Put something in the comments that starts with the letter C. And the C stands for our comp plan. And, a lot of people get into Park Lane because they love the jewelry, but a lot of them get in because they want to make a little extra money. So let's talk about, how much money you can make here. First of all, as a fashion stylist with Park Lane, you start making a 30% commission on your sales, which is higher than the industry average. And then you can just go up from there. We have a leadership program. And what is so nice about Park Lane is the only direction to go is up. I was with another jewelry company that I loved, but you could promote and demote and promote and demote. And it was very stressful. I did not like that part of it. So I love that Park Lane is kind of looking out for our mental health, and the only place to go is up. So you start at 30%, you can go up to 35, all the way up to 50% and never go backwards. Now, I'm curious, if you're watching with us live right now, put a 1 in the chat if you have ever done any kind of direct sales business, whether you've done it in the past, whether you do something currently, because Park Lane has this unique program that they call their direct to point. And that is where they recognize and respect previous or current leadership experience in another direct sales company. And if you qualify for that, and if you do have experience, make sure you tell your stylist who invited you, because I don't know what that would look like for you individually. But when you qualify for that, Park Lane brings you in at a higher commission rate to kind of match where you were before. And I know for me, I had spent 20 years building a team. And I kind of felt like they broke up with me. Like I wasn't going to go anywhere. And then they closed. And I thought, oh my gosh. So when Park Lane said, you know what, we recognize that. We respect that. That was so validating to me. So I love that part of it. And another thing that's unique about Park Lane is you get paid infinitely deep. So if you decide you want to build a team, it's optional, but I don't know why you wouldn't, but it's optional. But if you build a team, you are paid infinitely deep on that team, which was also different than what I had before. So I love their comp plan. Okay, we are moving on to a really good one. Oh, Sherman's mixing up her jewelry. Are you mixing it
Oh
up
yeah,
again?
I'm changing it.
Okay.
Now I got some hearts on.
Oh, I love those heart earrings. My mom just wore those last week. It was so cute. She wanted to take them, and I said no.
I
So,
get the most compliments on these. I tell people if you want, like you can call it vanity or whatever, but it sure does feel good when people tell us how good we look in something, right? I'm like, so if you need a little pick me up, you need to throw these earrings on because you'll get a comment every day,
I know, and who doesn't like a little compliment? Okay,
right?
next letter is the letter P. Put something in the comments. I know I can already see it. Party. Yes, I see party. So something in the comments start with the P and then share me. What does the P stand for?
Well, it talks about all the perks that we as a stylist get. And like I'm with Jen. We were both in the same company and I was there for 12 years and I have been in the direct selling space for about 17 and I was with a couple other companies. So I know a good thing when I see it. All right. And yes, I've been with Park Lane. I love it, but I'm also very aware how different they are with how I would even say how they spoil their stylist. And one of the things that I love about Park Lane is that is one of the perks that we get is we can earn between $250 in jewelry up to $1,100 in free jewelry every month. So for me, who chooses to work this business, this isn't just something, yes, it's fun, but it also needs to go to help pay for that oldest daughter who's in college, the youngest one who's in all the sports. So like I need to keep my profit. And so in previous companies, if I needed to give away incentives or something like that, it came out of my bottom line. But with Park Lane, when I'm working my business consistently every month, I can earn free jewelry. So I think pretty much everything we've showed you, like that nude necklace that Jen showed you, we earn that for free. I think I have it, the Asher, or I had it somewhere, but the Asher bracelet, like we got that for free. We can redeem all those. Like I think I have like $800 sitting out there that I need to redeem today in jewelry. And that's what I get to use either to add to my samples or right now, since I have plenty of samples, we have jewelry coming out of our eyeballs. That's what I get to give away for my guest and my hostesses. So when Park Lane spoils me, I get to turn around and spoil my customers and I got it all for free. So that's one of the things that I love. What's one of the things that you love, Jen, with our perks?
Oh my gosh. Well, one of the reasons I do this business is so I can pay for my very extensive travel habit. And so the trips that they do are just incredible. We went we just got back a couple weeks ago from St. Thomas. We were in Paris last year, Dublin, Ireland last year. We're going to be in Zurich, Switzerland in August. Like these trips are just amazing. And I think what's so great about them is you don't have to be a leader to earn them. Everybody
Right.
can earn them, right?
Right.
So
And they're not like when I went on my first one, because I was able to go to Hawaii with my husband, and that was the first trip that we went on. And so I was expecting from my previous, experiences, there was going to be meetings, like trainings, and there was none of that. It was truly a trip. A vacation, and we in Park Lane paid for our airfare. They paid for our hotel, and it was like these are like luxury accommodations. It pays for most of our meals and we get free jewelry when we get there. And again, with the season of life that we're in with a college kid and one still at home, like planning elaborate vacations for Chris, that's my husband and I, is right, probably not in the budget. But what I love is like I can still go be a jet setter and on Park Lane's dime. And so I was able to take my oldest daughter to Paris last year, and I was just kind of in awe because it's like, yeah, we could have saved up. We could have saved up. I could have taken her to Paris, but we would not have experienced it the way that we
Right.
experienced it with Park Lane. Like we felt so bougie.
And I love it. I know she talks about how we don't have meetings. We have meetings in the pool. We have meetings on a
That's true.
catamaran. We have meetings at the Eiffel Tower. It's just hanging out with people and sharing ideas, but there's no structured, you have to go to a meeting, which I love. Other perks, I think like the Mercedes car program is another
Yes.
one that was new to me and that starts at the first level of leadership. You can earn a Mercedes car bonus where you can either collect $500 a month in cash to use however you like. Or if you actually go out and get a white Mercedes, they will give you $700. And the choice is yours. I've done both. I've had the car. Now I'm back to driving another car and I just take the cash every month. And I think this is a
Mhm.
lovely bonus that you can earn.
It
So,
is so nice. And I
mhm.
think one of the things, the perks that Jen, you do for our team as well, and Park Lane also does for the global team, is the graphics. Like I could sit and stare at a computer screen for 8 hours and overthink, should that background be pink or should it be blue, And it's like I've wasted my whole day trying to make these little graphic, pretty. But we as a team, like we already have that. So it's like if you don't have any desire or knowledge on how to, share your business on social media, like don't let that stop you because between the trainings and all of the things that we have accessible to us as stylists, it's literally like a business, like a business in a box. Like you just say, like, here, you just say yes, and we'll give you the graphics, we'll give you a great onboarding system, and you're ready to go. So I'm so thankful for both of those things. We can just throw it on our social media and go.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that it works no matter what level you want to do this. We have some stylists that come on and they just want a couple $100, maybe do something for themselves, pay for a trip, a kid's sport, that kind of thing. And then we have other stylists who have quit their jobs and they want to build it big. And whatever you want to do, there is training and onboarding to meet you at your level and at your goals. So I think that's great too. Okay, letters. We have 3 more letters, so I hope you're still with us. The next letter is M, okay? And M stands for money. And as I mentioned, a lot of stylists get in to get the free jewelry, and trust me, you can get a lot of it. But, many of us get in because we need to make some extra money or we want to pay for something or that kind of thing. So I already mentioned about the commission, the comp plan and how that works. But when we're done here, we're going to ask you to fill out a survey. So that's another drawing that you'll get into. And I just want to walk through a couple of the options that are going to be on that survey. And then you can make decisions. So, we're going to ask you on a scale of 1 to 5, how ready are you to do the Park Lane? And if you're a 5 and you're like, yeah, this sounds great. I'm in to try this. That's the one you want to check. And what we're going to do with you is we're going to help onboard you. A leader's going to do your launch party, like how we have it set up set up on our Team Sparkle is we have a leader involved from day one with a new stylist. Like you are not in this alone. We are going to help do your launch party. We have a glam plan, success plan we go through with you. We have a post-launch party glam. Like we are going to give you the tools to be successful. So if you're thinking, yeah, this sounds great, check number 5. And then you might be feeling, that after watching, well, it sounds great, but I'm still just not sure. And we're not about pushing anybody into this. We want this to be the right decision for you. So maybe you want to do a decider party where you host the party, you're the hostess, you get the free jewelry, and then at the end you can decide if it's for you. If it's for you, then that leader or recruiter will just flip it to you. You get all the free jewelry and you get all the profit. So that's kind of a no risk way to see if you want to do this. Or you might decide, I do want to just host a party. We love that. Or maybe you know someone that isn't, if it's not for you, maybe you know someone that you could refer because our business totally works through word of mouth. So just think about those things when we finally do get to that survey. Okay, Jeremy, I'm going to give you the tough one. Letter K. Where are
Oh,
you going to
okay.
go?
Yes. Where would you wear jewelry to that starts with the letter K? That would be, that's very interesting.
I got one.
Where,
I got one.
oh, what do you have?
I'm thinking when I go kite flying, I'm going to wear some cute hoops.
There
My
you go.
jacket.
Do you fly your kite a lot?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Well, I was thinking kayaking, but I probably would just have to go with like the impression studs or something. Like, I don't think I would be full out like in all my bracelets, but I do love to kayak.
Okay. Well, yeah, because if you fall in and get all that jewelry wet, that's not good. So
No, but the good thing is we're stylists and we can earn so much in free jewelry that I can just get some more.
see, we got answers for
Okay, so
everything.
K stands for kit. So you may have like we have dazzled you this last, 30 minutes and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that looks like a lot of fun." And maybe you're thinking, "Oh, or maybe you were like me and when I started Park Lane, I needed that unexpected bill money, when because we had came off of like a hard financial season and I just needed some extra cushion when something came up. And so maybe you're thinking, okay, maybe this would be fun for that, or you are addicted to traveling and you're like, let's travel on someone else's dime, or for whatever reason. But it's so easy to start your business with Park Lanes. There's 3 kit options, and I'm just going to talk to you about there's 3, but the one that I think everyone gravitates towards is our basic kit. And you can join Park Lane Girls for $129. And I mean, that is, if you have a big vehicle, that's probably a tank of, like fill up your car. Or if it's less than you can go to Walmart for, I 100% believe that because I did a Walmart delivery this morning. It's ridiculous. So for less trip to the grocery store or to the gas station, you can start your own business. And so for $129, you get $500 in jewelry that you get to pick out. So if you like the hazy necklace or you like the electric necklace, though you add that to your kit. But the best part is that when you sign up before the end of the month, the end of April, you get an extra $100 on whichever kit that you choose. So depending on where you are in your budget, you may do the basic kit or the boss kit, which where you would get $1,000 in jewelry, or the premium, I think that's what it's called, or I'm not sure, but it's the most one, and you get $2,000 in jewelry for the price. But it's well worth it because if you did that $129, girls, you can easily make that back in your first 1 to 2 events.
Mhm.
And that's a better return than you spending it at Walmart or on a gas. Like, you're definitely going to get your money back.
That's so good. And I just think too, like $129, where else can you pay $129 and be an entrepreneur? Because what you do with it after that is totally up to you. I mean, you could do a little, you could do a lot. And also what's included in that kit is your website, your credit card fees. Like, they do not nickel and dime you. You have a kit of jewelry, you are ready to make money immediately. So those are the options. All right, before I tell you the last letter, I did change my jewelry. So she mentioned the electric, which reminded me I'm wearing it. So this one is one of my best sellers. It's 2 pieces, the teardrop crystal, and then this paperclip chain that everyone loves. I usually take this off and wear this with just about everything. I added the whisper earrings, which is our cart starter, for 28 bucks. And then, because I'm such a fan of the 3, this embraceable bracelet. So what a lot of women do is they grab, like with my look right now, I would grab an embraceable and the whisper as my 2 full price pieces. I'd grab 2 more at half price, the electric at half price, and then you could even grab our chic necklace, which is a longer one, for 35 bucks. So I'm telling you, the magic math when we put these deals together is the real thing. So
it's phenomenal. Yeah.
Okay, so the last letter, and the prize patrol's out. We're looking for one more. The last letter is the letter S. All right, and that is our just final reminder to fill out our survey, because even if you win one of our prize patrol prizes for dropping a letter, we need you to fill out the survey because that's the only way we get your address. So make sure you fill that out. And then when you do, you're going to go kind of in our usual free necklace drawing, but we are up in the game on that one tonight. And we're going to give away our gorgeous Declan necklace. This
Oh,
is another one.
I almost wore that. I love it.
I almost wore it too. So our Declan, you get the short one, the long one, and then up here, just because it's here, I'll tell you, they drop new jewelry all the time. This one just came out a couple of days ago. It's called Vanilla, and that is a brand new little card starter that you could even layer with the Declan. So fill out that survey by Monday night, and then you will go into the drawing for this. And then, of course, the prize patrol will be sending out prizes for our letters too. But with that, I think we're about done for tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you let us know if you enjoyed this version of Free Necklace Night, because we want the feedback to see if we'll do it again this way, because I had fun. You had fun?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you'll see me and Jeremy back again doing this another time. But thank you everyone for joining us. Have a great night. Bye.